Why you should choose GreenFeed over concentration methods is fundamentally there's a lot of reasons. First, it's universally standardized. We can compare measurements all over the world to any measurements all over the world because of our gas standardization protocols and and we know we're collecting all the gas they're emitting. So it's extremely standardized. Where sniffer research has shown that every single location, even when we expect similar fluxes, can produce different concentrations just because of the setup. So, and different animals can be a lot different. So first is if you want standardized data, you can compare everywhere. GreenFeed is truly the global standard, and sniffers can't be standardized. The second is if you are, say, phenotyping animals, even if concentration is mildly correlated with flux and I can measure more animals because it's easier, are you measuring traits that you don't want or are detrimental? And further, like, it's going to slow your ability to make a difference significantly because more animals need to be measured. You could be creating a trait you don't want, and it's going to be slower because it's simply not nearly as accurate. Third, GreenFeed has a whole suite of tools and measurements beyond just methane that actually can help producers make money. For example, a number of peer-reviewed papers have shown that GreenFeed measurements can be used to predict feed efficiency because CO2 is a metabolic byproduct and is highly related to how much they're eating and what they're eating. And so, without those extra measurements, that actually, like, if you want to implement any scheme to reduce emissions in the world, it has to have some economic value to the producer. And if you just say, well, reduce emissions, there's no economic value right now. And in fact, they might not want to do it just because. But if you said, okay, I can help you with feed efficiency, and I can improve feed efficiency in your herd by 20%, the measurements are way, way more valuable than a sniffer and more useful and productive to producers.